All the villagers led out to pasture. The black wing of death as their leech felt the ground, it was bare from plunder. The soldiers that lie at my feet, the maidens were lost, waiting across an ocean on a ship heading south to the mainland. I am standing in way of the storm. I was raised by the wolf and the stallion. This sword was battle born. Battle born.
Good light. Shuttle's targeted. Coming left for the shot. Fox. Okay, flash 131. Hit 410. Understand your hit. Fox. Flash 1. Right. Take right. Merge. There's another one! Bingo.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome on board, guys. Welcome along to another TACT stream. Today we have the great and the good from the TFT squadron. That's Tango Foxtrot Tango taking on PTF. We got a lot of fucking letters out here, guys. What's going on? It's just alphabetic spaghetti up in this bitch. What is happening? So we got the guys from TFT taking on PTF. It looks like we're going to be shaping up for a little bit of an Anapa versus Good Dada action. We're just getting everybody into the server just now. Server's just been restarted, and I'm just waiting on the guys slotting in, which they are starting to do now. We got some F16 brothers coming at us. I think we might even have some F14 bros coming at us today, guys. So we'll get on board very soon, and I'll give you the rundown on the fun down. Shout out to my main man Gasborn. Thank you so much for joining the YouTube channel as a sponsor, brother, and chucking your money at me. I will spend it on drugs and prostitutes. Had a great day myself, guys. Just back from a hot date with a young lady. I'm a total gentleman, so I'm not going to kiss and tell, but I banged her, I'll tell you that. Right, so hello everybody, welcome on board. We've got the Comsters joined us. Bonnie Prince Commie's kicking back on Twitch. Good to see you, young man. Roundabout, Hera Missy's in here. Hera's coming with some Go TFT snatch. I hear you loud and clear, Hera. Major Havoc's on board. Captain Danny's in the house on YouTube. Good to see you, Danny. My main man Lee Russell's up in here as well. Good to see you, Lee. Always a pleasure. Hayden's joined us as well. Good to see you, Hayden. Sorry I can't make that air show at the end of the month, brother. I am busy punching old ladies in the face, I'm afraid, and I'm not going to be able to make it. But I'll try and get down south next month. Next year when there's some more air shows on down south. I'm going to try and head down on the old Pimpmobile, start cruising down, start swiping on Tinder, see if I can hit up with some of that English snatch. So look out for me hitting up those streets next year. Roundabout says ABC as easy as 1, 2, 3. ABC 1, 2, 3. I hear you loud and clear, sir. I hear you loud and clear. Let's get on board. Let's get on board. Where's that button? Somebody come at me with a goddamn button. Where is it? This one. Hail! Says Raccoon. Good to see you, big dog. What's up? Penny and Show Enough's up here in the house. Good to see you, big brother. Shamrock's in the house as well. God damn, I'm going to have to get this fucking car out now, right now. God fucking damn it. Somebody always comes in with a goddamn Irish thing right off the start. Bobs. Right, get that parrot out of here, guys. This is a goddamn buster. What do you think this is? A fucking game? Right, so we're just getting the guy slotted up. It looks like we have like well, there's only one Hornet, bro. We've got a little bit of Navy contingent kicking about though. So we're still waiting on Stalwolve getting on board an Animal. I'm not sure which aircraft they're going to choose yet. PTF are almost all ready to go. It looks like we have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 from PTF, which means they've got the 2 people in this F-14, which is cool. So we're going to see some MCC guys, some multi-crew cooperation on the Tomcat sitch, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully those guys are going to do great and good things. So that's nice. This will be my first time commentating on a TAC event with the F-14, so I'm looking forward to seeing what she can start wheeling and dealing and bring to the table. Right, we'll check out some skins and stuff in a second. Still waiting on Contrast and Style getting in. But it looks like from PTF we have PTF Falcon. Anybody know what PTF stands for? Somebody come at me with some information, guys, alright? These two guys here want more information. If you can come at me and let me know what PTF and TFT stand for, guys. As usual, I'm fully prepared and ready to bring you the information I have. Absolutely hee-haw. Right, so we've got PTF Falcon. We have somebody just left. PTF Gory, PTF Kula, PTF Lucky, PTF Predator, and PTF Titan in the house. Titan and Predator are going to be wheeling and dealing in the F-16s. Lucky and Kula are going to be heading out. Looks like they're in the same Tomcat, I believe. I think that's the way this is going to go. We have Falcon and a Viper, and we're not sure what Gory's taking yet. On the TFT Snatch, we have my main man, Agent Orange. Very creatively spelt, young man. Well done on that. He's going to be hitting up that Viper Snatch, taking out with my man Contrast, TFT Contrast, TFT Plague Doctor. I'm not sure if that's the right time for that, bro. It's a little bit too soon for that, guys. We're in the middle of a goddamn fucking epidemic here, ladies and gentlemen. My man Commie says Task Force Trident. Nice one, dude. So we've got Task Force Trident as a TFT. So Plague Doctor. We've got Revenge as well. And Sniper. These guys got little arrows on their name. I'm not sure how. They must be part of these guys must be too cool for school. They must be the cool kids. And Stalwolve, man. Kids these days. Alright, we've got a lot of guys with cool names. Let's get down on the ground. Let's get our man on the ground. Hi Jim, what's going on? Hi Bob! Right, I'll turn the sound off for now. Right, so we've got some nice, we've got the Phoenix Task Force. That is what PTF stands for. God damn it, guys, I was only kidding, I knew this. The Phoenix Task Force. I like the skin, bro. The 29 aggressors. I think that's supposed to say 29 if I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, some skin hasn't worked on some, bro. These guys are not flying in the same Tomcat, guys. They're actually going out in 2 different Tomcats. We're going to see some serious Top Gun action. That's going to be good for us. So it looks like it should be going with a full complement of AIM-54s. I can see 4 on the belly and 2 in the wings yet. Nice looking skins by the old PTF, the old 29 aggressor snatch. Like these guys, Phoenix Task Force. I like a bit of Phoenix, guys. I'm a member of the 104 Phoenix. I didn't know we had our own task force. But yeah, looking good, guys. Looking good. 2 F14s going up, so yeah, it looks like the TFT bros could have their hands full with 2 Tomcats, so it looks like they're going to go, I think we're waiting on one more Viper getting on board. Those guys are still working it out, so we'll come back to PTF and find out what they're going to go into combat with, but that's exciting, guys. Going to have 2 Tomcats wheeling and dealing in the mix. Let's check out Task Force Trident. My man in the Hornet, because he's a real man, is hitting up the runway first. I love this guy. This guy's called Phoenix as well. Holy shit, dude. We got a lot of fucking Phoenixes now. Alright, he despawned for some reason. Nice black Vipers. Holy shit, guys. These guys have not only copied their name, but they've copied their skins as well. God damn it. Alright, we've got black Vipers. These guys are taking liberties. I love the tail art. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Task Force Trident in the back. So we've got some different selections of tail art for these guys, looking good. FW2. Awesome. I'm not sure how I feel about both teams having Phoenix in their name. I suppose it's a positive thing. I suppose it's positive. Right, let's see what's going on in the chat. I hear you guys. My man Avnish has joined us. Good to see you, Avnish. Hello to Mike. Hello to Gory. Thanks for that. Optimus says hello from Greece. Greetings from Scotland, brother. Welcome on board. Oi, says Darren Purvis. Good to see you, Darren. Welcome on board. Hello to Hext on Twitch. Who else we got? Showing us kicking about here. Showing us giving a little thumbs up to comment. Good to see you guys. Welcome on board. Oh, Lee, you're disgusting. Input jack. Goddamn headphones, I'll tell you. Input jack was barely out. Welcome on board, Hex. Glad you could get that sorted out, brother. Welcome. Right, we're just waiting on the last of these guys to get themselves sorted. I believe we're waiting on Mr. Gory. Still got 2 F14s on the PTF side, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure what Gory's doing in here then, unless he's one of their Rios. Hey, what's up, Rusty, you buster? Thank you so much, my man. Rusty coming in with another $5 donation to the channel. Thanks, brother. I will spend your money on drugs. Thank you very much. Parrot every time, Bri says. I think you just missed it, bro. Or maybe you're happy that you actually just caught it. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Let me know in the chat if you missed it, bro. We just had him on. Right, so TFT, we're still waiting on one guy from there. Mr. Stahl, we're still waiting on Stahl. I don't know what's going on here. If you're just joining us, guys, this is a 6 versus 6 event. We're going to be doing Gudada, which is down here on the coastline, versus Anapa, both airfields located on the Black Sea coastline. This is the AOA, the Area of Operations. So all the fighting more or less takes place in this zone. So how the round works is whichever team is first to get into this zone controls the zone, and then whichever team is left alive in the zone wins the match, basically. So once any pilot goes into the zone, they're not allowed to leave the zone. So if you cross inside and then you go outside of the zone, you're immediately disqualified from the match. Controlling the zone, not really any advantage by getting to the zone first or anything. Both teams have a more or less equal flight time. Obviously, because we're doing this in real world geography, it can't be set up perfectly, although I think the flight distances are going to be fairly good. Let's have a quick look. He says, so that's 44-ish, 47, yeah, 46, yeah, so a little bit of disparity there, but certainly nothing that's going to break the bank. But yeah, not any major advantage to be had for the teams getting into the zone first. Essentially, it's basically all about who's left alive. So to break it down, guys, this is the cage of death, alright? 12 men enter, 6 men hopefully leave, so we have 6 on each side. Both teams get into the cage of death, trying to shoot and McTootin on the 414. Whoever's left alive and controls the zone has to RTB to the enemy base. Quite a new rule, a very interesting rule. Helps the gameplay in the TACT lead. TACT, of course, stands for Tactical Air Combat Tournament, which is what we're watching today. So to stop people from sandbagging, essentially, because we all have to look after not just the weapons and our lives, but we have to look after the aircraft's fuel state as well. So to stop players from entering the zone and just sort of loitering on the closest side to their base so they can have a short flight back to their base, they have to actually make it at the end of the round all the way down to where the enemy team took off from. So a nice little addition to this 6-on-6 tournament. Keeps things interesting. It means, you, like I said, not only have to look after your weapons and your aircraft, but you have to make sure that you're properly managing your fuel. We have seen teams before in the TACT leagues who have shot down the enemy, only friendly pilots left alive. but then those guys don't make it back to base because they've ran out of fuel. So fuel planning, mission planning, situational awareness, a big part of the TACT competition. I think we have everybody in now. We do Styles joining Hornet. So on the TFT side, looks like we have 2 Hornets and 4 F-16s going up against the PFT guys, the PTF guys, the Phoenix Task Force, Titan and Predator and F-16s, Lucky and Kula and F-14s, Gatling and Falcon and F-16s as well. I'm not sure why Gory's in the server. As far as I'm aware, he actually shouldn't be in here. I think, as far as I might be wrong, or maybe he's a Rio and he's waiting until they get in the air to join in. Sometimes the F-14 can be a little bit buggy with people spawning in the back seat, so I'm not sure what's happening there. I'm not on comms with these guys. I am merely a spectator like you wonderful men and women. Right, so Sniper again, the guy left the server, but he's back in now. Looks like he's getting ready to go. He's going to be rolling with the number 105. Yeah, he's representing with a Phoenix as well. Yeah, slightly conflicted guys with them being a Phoenix on the jet and having a black dude. That's all us, bro. All right, we were first to the fucking party with that, but never mind. It's like black's a good looking colour, and it certainly does look good in the F-16. They're looking strong, looking strong. We got another Hornet out here as well. So 2 Hornets, 4 Vipers coming up from the Phoenix Task Force. I like this skin. I like the sort of the navy grey. My man is number 022. So it looks like they're going to be sending the F-18s out first, so it's going to be Stal and Sniper are going to be the lead element for TFT, and Plague Doctor, Agent Orange and Revenge in contrast going to be following those guys up in the Vipers. So we'll head over up to the red side, who are taken out from Anapa. Looks like it's going to be the Vipers out first and the Tomcats at the back. Pretty standard, to be honest. The Tomcats more or less the long range quarterbacks, so they're going to be throwing out some sticks for people to catch. So we are expecting to see some long-range Foxies from these guys. They have the longest sticks in the game. We have seen before in the TACT, I believe, there was an 87 nautical mile. 87 nautical mile. Somebody got killed from 87 miles away, bro. I'm not sure who it was, but I just remember reading about it. Yeah, an F-14 got an 87 nautical mile kill in one of the early rounds. So my voice is just breaking, guys. Doctor says puberty will be any day now. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what the F-14s can do, to see if anybody from PTF can catch out the opposition, or maybe maybe sleep in and get an AIM-54 to the face. Hello to Evan, welcome on board. Black makes them super easy to spot in BFM, says Evan. Also, yeah, I suppose that works on both sides as well, Evan. If you have like a wingman that's merged and maybe the enemy's flying in like a grey one and you're flying in a black one, really easy to distinguish who's who in the zoo. Although it really depends on, obviously I've got the skins installed because I'm the streamer, but if the enemy team don't have your skin installed, then you're only going to see the people that are the friendly skins that you've got set up there. So it works both ways a little bit. I'm not sure if all the teams will have everybody else's skins installed up, but hey, they might do. They might do. Perry says budget 104. Not sure about that, bro. Let's see how they get on. I've heard good things about these guys. I'll be honest, I've never seen either squadron fly. I missed their earlier matches that were being streamed by another streamer. Didn't get the chance to watch them, but come on, bro. They've got a guy called Falcon and a guy called Predator. What could possibly go wrong, bro? We've got some big names, guys. We've got like a Titan on board, a Gatling gun, Falcon, Predator, koala, a cuddly little animal, and a lucky koala on the back as well. So we'll see how these guys get on. Why can't I click? What's this? What's going on here? Wags, what's happening, bro? There we go. Alright, checking on these F-14s. Both got their air brakes up. Wonder if that's SOP. TFT are just taxiing. PTF look good, ready to go. I'm getting some Thunderbirds vibes from these guys' skin. They look a little bit like the Thunderbirds here from the USA. Looking good. Alright, once these guys get in the circle, I'll get off screen and we'll just get 100% game footage. But PTF ready to go. We are just waiting on a TFT. That's a good lineup, guys. I think that's a really strong lineup. They've got a lot of bases covered. This guy might need some sticks, bro. My man might need to get some weapons. I mean, I'm not judging him. Alright, I've only been flying in DCS for 12 years. And in my limited experience, always best to go into combat with weapons, guys. Always best. I find that if you go in without weapons, hands are tied behind your back a little bit, guys. It makes it a little bit harder. I mean, he's got the gun. This guy might be fantastically talented at A, notching weapons, and B, putting shots on faces. Looks like he might be getting some sticks onto the aircraft now. I know there is a bit of a bug with the F-16 where they can't refuel their fuel tanks. So I've seen a lot of guys on the F-16s rearming on the runway and putting their fuel tanks on. My man here just looks like he's putting on some sticks here as well. Or it might just be going, this guy might be just going with one AMRAAM. My man rolls deep. My man rolls deep. Must be real good to be a gangster.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
But yeah, like a wise man once said famously, guys, if you're going into combat, it's best to take some fucking ammunition. You hear me? Hopefully those guys work that out and don't take... That would be a sad start, bro. The guy bro takes off with no fucking ammo. Bob Saget. Alright, sniper's ready to go. Looks like he's going to be rolling... Damn! Alright, bit of a controversial loadout here, guys. So what we like to do in the 104th, we like to roll with 2 fuel tanks so that we free up a pylon for some more missiles. My man is going with 6 AMRAAMs and 2 AIM-9 mics with the free fuel tanks. So maybe he's quarterbacking, maybe he's throwing balls, maybe he's calling the shots, needs the extra fuel just to make sure that he can maybe use his SA page and stuff. My man Animal has actually jumped out of the Hornet. We did have 2 Hornets taxi out. What the fuck is going on here, bro? We did have 2 Hornets going out. My man Animal has decided, you know what, I'm going old school, bro. My man's ego is writing some checks.
Son, your ego is writing checks your body can't cash.
He's going to be bringing the black Tomcat Task Force Trident. That's a beautiful skin. Look at that, guys. So I think this might be because TFT have identified that PTF are taking 2 Tomcats. So maybe a little bit of a good call here, thinking, you know what, they're coming at us with the long-range sticks. We're going to bring some long-range sticks of our own. Is that a dab? What do you cool kids call it? A dab? Yeah, so maybe a little bit of a tactical, a TFT, a tactical fucking, I was going to say decision there, but that's a D. God damn it, man, that didn't work. Maybe a little bit of a tactical switch there. TFT deciding, you know what, these guys are really coming at us with some firepower, with some long range. We're going to take a Tomcat to try and counter that. So this is going to be interesting to see how 2 Tomcats can square up against 1. Can TFT stay alive long enough to get their aircraft close enough to be able to do something about the 2 Tomcats that are coming in from the Phoenix Task Force? I think what we'll do, ladies and gentlemen, is we'll watch the Phoenix Task Force take off first on the opening round, and then we'll watch the other side take off for the next round. So welcome on board if you're just joining us, guys. We have the Phoenix Task Force taking on Task Force Trident. A couple of Task Force kicking around, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a 6-on-6. Still not 100% sure what my man Gory is doing in the server, but hey, I'm a mere spectator, guys. I've got no idea what's going on. But the guys are almost ready. PTF are calling it they're ready. TFT are looking good. Just getting their Tomcat on the runway, and then we should be ready to go anytime now, guys. Anytime now. Hey, Titan Fire, thank you so much for the raid, guys. Hope you had a great stream. Hope it was entertaining. This should be a good one. This should be a good one. If you're just joining us, we have 1 F-14 on the TFT side with 1 Hornet. In fact, look at this dude. TFT are going with 2 Tomcats now. I missed that, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we don't. We've actually got 1 Tomcat that's being crewed by 2 people. So 1 Tomcat, 1 Hornet, and 4 Vipers for the Task Force Trident. And they're going to be taking on 4 Vipers for Phoenix Task Force and 2 F-14s. This is going to be slicing and dicing AF. Have these guys got weapons yet? They did figure it out, bro. They took my advice. Alright, always better to head into combat with weapons. But in all seriousness, these guys just basically delaying the rearm as long as they can to get the fuel tanks on. The sooner you put the fuel tanks on, the more fuel you're burning, obviously. Can't replace that fuel on the runway. So these guys are just waiting until the last possible minute to put the fuel tanks on and rearm the aircraft up so that they are ready to go. What's up, Neko? Welcome along. Hello, Shadow. Titan Fire, my main man Titan on Twitch says, yep, the 343rd. We're getting quite a lot of squadrons in DCS now. Beating DCS half 2-0. Nice one, bro. Sounds like a good match. Any predictions, guys? Anybody want to place your bets? What's going to happen here? Alright, here we go. PTF on the run out. Looks like they're going singletons. Looks like it's going to be 2 ship divisional departures here. Maybe some more strategic tactics coming into play. Those guys might be the runners, these guys might be the gunners. Let's find out. Quite a long delay between departures here. This isn't something we've really seen too much on TACT. Normally everybody takes off together. I can hear engines. These guys obviously coming in with some serious planage. Alright, just the 2 big dogs now to go. They've both got still got their air brakes out. They're trained professionals, I'm sure they'll remember. Love the wing flex on the cat. Alright guys, both Tomcats are up. Someone ring the horn, the event started. Let's keep it low, let's keep it pro. Alright, both Tomcats more or less straight out of burn. Looks like they're sort of almost in stage 1 here. But looking to conserve as much fuel as possible. They're in for a good time, not a long time, guys. Great shot of those 2. Mighty wings taking off. Godspeed, gentlemen. Godspeed. Right, let's find out how the other contingent are doing. So all 6 aircraft up from PTF, the Phoenix Task Force. Looks like they are heading in 2 ship divisional departures. We have a separation of roughly about 10 miles in between each section, which is looking good. Very similar sort of plan, except we have 1 singleton out front. Looks like the F-18. This is the guy that had the free fuel tank. Sniper at the front. Animal in the middle in the F-14. And the 4 Vipers in the back. So yeah, people are going to start throwing sticks at each other real soon. So we should get some good action here. Hoping to see some BFM at some point. It'd be nice to see the Tomcat maybe get some AIM-9 kills. The Tomcat will have its 6 Phoenix missiles plus the 2 AIM-9Ms. And the we've already checked in with our man Sniper. Sniper's got 6 AMRAAMs and the 2 AIM-9s. Animals wheeling and dealing. Same loadout as the enemy. He's got his 6 Phoenixes and the 2 AIM-9s. And we have the Vipers in the back. They should all have 6 AMRAAMs, to be honest. These guys are supersonic already. Bold move. My man doesn't have a centerline tank. Some interesting tactics here by TFT. I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong, but generally speaking, the Viper guys generally take 3 fuel tanks. They burn up. They all conserve fuel. But these guys are looks like they've rolled with 2 fuel, unless they've already pickled the center tank, which I'd be very surprised about. But they are all supersonic already. So they're looking to go balls deep and hurt someone. They're all in burn. Maybe these guys are coming out with like a super aggressive plan. But this is a pretty aggressive posture, guys. We don't really see too much of this. Normally it's all about conserving fuel on the way in, so that you can, all 4 of them coming out of burn now. It's a great shot. I've just seen the cans come out. But yeah, normally everybody's max conserve on the way in, depending on how you want to play it. It looks like these guys are maybe vectoring for a little bit of a southern entry into the cage of death. No shots being fired just now. I'm going to get myself off screen so you guys can see the labels and stuff, and I will get those up so that you guys can see the airspeeds and things down in the bottom corner. But yeah, the time is now, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, should I say. The time is now. We're about, it looks like they're probably going to get there around about the same time. As I mentioned earlier on, not really too much advantage gained by being the first group into the zone. It's not really about holding territory, to be honest. There are some strategic advantages for maybe which part of the cage of death that you hold on to, depending on how you want to fight. For example, there's the mountains on this particular part of the map. The mountains are a little bit more prolific over towards the eastern side, towards the western side of the cage of death here. They tend to be hills rather than mountains, whereas on this side you've got some real good opportunities to use the terrain to block line of sight. Now, Phoenix Task Force looks like they've split up the two ship that departed at the front. Looks like they're going for the old pincer manoeuvre, the old pincer 1-6. And then we have two Vipers falling up in the middle, and the two Tomcats still quarterbacking at the back. Not expecting to see any missiles coming off from the front, guys, anytime soon, but I'm anticipating that maybe one of these Tomcats will take a long-range tickle on the high 4 ship of F-16s that we've seen, guys. Just because these guys were all high and fast. Why does this happen, dude? I'm not clicking on anything. Right, so they're at 34,000, this 4 ship. I mean, this might be intentional from Task Force Trident. Maybe they're flying high to intentionally trying to bait the F-14s to shoot at them from range so they can do something. Dude, like, these Tomcat pilots on the enemy side have to be having a legit orgasm right now to look on your radar and see that many aircraft all bunched up together flying at this altitude. This is a Tomcat pilot's wet dream, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully that's not going to be a tactical error on their part. But yeah, I mean, I think it's worth taking the risk for these guys over at the Phoenix Task Force. They're up at the danger zone, they're up at 40,000 feet. Bro, I would be throwing at least one fucking stick off the rail right now, guys. There's a lot of targets of opportunity here. Every single one of the TFT guys are really in quite a compromised position in terms of their ability to defend an active Phoenix that comes out of nowhere. The Phoenix, you can't really take anybody by surprise with it in terms of being able to hide the launch. Even with the Charlie model and the Phoenix, you tend to be able to spot the launch. We do have a delay on the stream, so there's no way anybody's going to be able to watch live and say, hey, this is what's going on. That's why I'm a little bit, what happened to my man, Gory? Yeah, because that's why I was saying that this guy that was in spectators shouldn't have really been here, because we don't actually allow any spectators in the event live when it's going on, just for that specific reason, guys. We don't want people to be taking a gamble with firing out these long range shots and other people calling them either from watching the stream or from actually watching the spectators themselves. So it looks like PTF are starting to shape up a little bit in terms of what they want to do. And here we go, guys. Here we go. The first dice has been thrown. So it looks like Koala bringing weapons to bear first. It's, like I said, Tomcat pilot's wet dream. Seeing that many targets up high. So it's a 54 Alpha that's heading outbound. Lucky electing to hold fire. Dude, this is fucking dangerous. This is, I think Animal is actually starting to return fire as well. So Tomcat's getting in the mix. Alpha's returning fire. Animal's returning fire with an Alpha, sorry, I beg your pardon. And he's going out with a second one as well. Go, baby, go. So yeah, already both sides employing the Tomcat. Now, this 4 ship needs to be really careful. How high are they? They're all still above 30-odd thousand. One of them's at 41,000, which is the actual Tomcat. Dude, I'm calling it now, bro. Someone's dying. Someone is dying here, dudes. These guys are not notching. This whole flight needs to start. Most of them are actually cranking. This guy's probably got the best chance of survival. Looks like the weapon is definitely targeted on this 5 ship here. Someone's dying, bro. I think this one's going to find the mark. If he's still guiding this dude, this has a fantastic chance of finding someone. Look at them. They're all down there. They have started to crank, though the weapon doesn't look like it's making any mid-course changes, so he might have lost luck. I think he has indeed. I think that's exactly what's happened, guys. He's lost lock on that, so unfortunately that's not going to pair up for them. Good shout by TFT to start cranking the flight to the south. I just want to check how close they are to leaving the zone. They've got miles of room. Right, Koala, the guy that started the fight, might be the first guy to go. Weapons moving for someone. Can't hear or see the aircraft. I was expecting someone to get shot in the face by now. Looks good. Alright, so Koala... the weapon's still chasing him, but Koala's done a good job of defending. That weapon's getting bled out energy. 500 knots. That's not going to find its mark. The second one is kicking it around about... It's up at 41,000 feet. Looks like it's just started... Holy shit, bro! Some proper mid-course corrections there. It doesn't look like it's found its mark, though. Alright, that's going to be no factor, but good to see some long-range dice getting thrown in terms of, hey, look, we have these long-range sticks, let's see if we can reach out and touch somebody. Both sides still up 6 versus 6. This one might guide in on the second bro at the back here. Just got to be really unlucky if he takes this in the face. Nah. He will live to fight another day. So everybody alive. Lucky coming back out with another Phoenix in the air. So Lucky chucking off some spares, Predator heading back towards him. We don't seem to have any weapons coming back from TFT at the moment. Both sides just feeling each other out, wondering what the deal is. Looks like this shot possibly being targeted onto Plague Doctor, who is in a Viper. He is kicking at around about 13,000 feet, so I'm expecting this weapon to be a little bit lower than... It's still climbing right now, which tells me that it is maybe lofting for someone high in the back. No real obvious targets though. Sniper is at 18,000 and climbing. This weapon does look like it is heading straight for Plague Doctor, but Plague Doctor's down at 13,000. This weapon's up at 43,000. There's no way that's going to come down and reach out and touch him from there. Animal's kicking about in a reset at the back at 38,000 feet. Plague Doctor elected to come in with an AMRAM. Dude, that is an ambitious AMRAM. What range are we talking here? 22 miles on the F-14. It looks like it's the shot on Lucky. He's at 34,000 feet. Plague Doctor putting that weapon into the fight from about 13 or 12,000 feet on an aircraft that's 22 miles away. Some almost 20,000 feet above him. That is really a low PK. Some seriously low PK on that shot, guys. Don't think he's going to reach out and touch anybody with that. Kula, sorry, I've probably been saying this guy's name wrong the whole round. Electing to get a 54 Alpha out. It looks like it's going to be on Agent Orange or possibly one of the guys over here in this flight. Another AIM 54 coming in. Where's this boy? 36,000 feet. It might be tracking on Animal. Animal's at 34,000. It doesn't look like it's going to make enough mid-course corrections to actually get in there and touch someone. That AMRAM easily... Oh shit. No, there's that AMRAM there. I thought I was going to eat my words there and the AMRAM actually got him. But no, that AMRAM's there. Really low PK, down below 600 knots already. Not going to reach out and touch anybody with that, guys. So we're still 6 versus 6. Everyone's still alive. Everyone's still friends. We're just getting to know each other a little bit, guys. This is date number 1. Alright, so the hands are very much staying on top of the clothes at the moment. But if we're lucky, she's going to let us put a little hand under the skirt any second, if we're lucky. Plague Doctor again. My man, Plague Doctor, bro, what is this? What is this fucking wizardry, bro? We're taking 16-mile shots on cold bandits that are co-altitude with us, dude. The level of PK on this is shockingly bad. I need my man Plague Doctor just to slow his roll just a little bit. I mean, I don't know if he's coming at it from maybe some defensive posture or what's going on there, but yeah, this is two very, very, very low probability of kill shows coming out from Plague Doctor. He only has 6 AMRAMs on board the aircraft. We need to slow that energy down, sir. Alright, we just need to wrap it up before we slap it up. Keep it in our pants, because at the moment we're getting a little bit too excited. 54 Alpha out from the Tomcat from Animal here on the TFT side. Not looking like that's going to track on anybody. We still haven't had any kills here. Titan getting a little bit isolated. I'm a little bit worried about Titan. Titan could end up getting boxed in here on the corner. If TFT can identify what's going on, they should really be almost... We've almost swapped sides, guys. Look at this. The red side took off from up here. The blue side took off from the eastern side. We've almost swapped hemispheres. This is actually... very interested to see. I wonder if tactically that's really going to end up playing out. Contrast heading cold. Agent Orange looking to get himself in the fight. Looks like we have an AMRAM coming out from Gatling, targeted on Agent Orange. These guys are separated by some 13-15 miles. Both look like they're reasonably low, down below 10,000 feet, so the PK on this weapon's not fantastic. It has lofted up to 17,000, should be coming down now. Agent Orange already in the notch. This weapon's coming down below 1,000 knots. I don't think it's going to have the energy to reach out and make its mark. 3 miles to go. I think he is going to be safe. Yeah, Titan could be the guy that turns it all around. Sniper has identified that he is the sort of the danger man that's floating out on his own and has elected to return fire on him from about 18 miles. They're both trading with each other from 13,000 on the red side. Sniper coming in with it into the fight from 25,000. Some reasonable PK. We're starting to get into the semi-decent weapon envelope for the AMRAM now, but still some very long-range posturing from both teams, guys. A lot of fucking AMRAMs coming out of long range here, guys. What the fuck? My man Plague Doctor again elects to put out another AMRAM on a cold target, dude. This is not baller, my friend. Alright, Gatlin is taking an AMRAM from Revenge. 8 miles, we're inside 10 miles here, guys. This is some good PK range here. It looks like Revenge has maybe employed that weapon from around about 15,000 feet. Gatlin is kicking down at about 3,000. Should be able to do a low altitude notch here. Not even going to jump on board with a weapon. There's no chance that's going to track him. He's going to be down low in the Wallies, as they say in Germany, floating out westbound. Not going to be any factor for him. He does have a Revenge has an AMRAM chasing in down below 600 knots now. Probably not going to be too much of a factor. My man Plague Doctor, my man with the all the shots. Coming with another shot. Looks like he's actually managed to figure out to fire onto a hot bandit, which is good. My man Plague Doctor's making some real good progress out there. Gatling electing to target someone. This might be a cheeky gimbal shot on Plague Doctor, or either that or he's throwing a stick at Contrast or Sniper. But it looks like Plague Doctor, after be talking shit about him coming out with the cold shots, is managing to get a weapon off. Looks like it is tracking. We can hear the enemy jet. I don't think it's got enough energy to reach though. Nah, not much happening. That is a big fat
Negatory.
on that weapon, guys. Titan coming into the fight here from 10,000 feet. Not fantastic PK from that altitude, but he is engaging people that are only about 9-10 miles down range. Just looks like this one is targeting Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor still hot to the shot. Could probably get a weapon warning now. Electing to go for the notch. If he tries to run from this, he might be in a bit of trouble. There he is there. Looks like he's done a decent job in the notch. Yeah, he's done a good job sending that weapon into the water. Everybody's still alive here. Falcon with the reasonably close shot. Looks like I was coming out around about 7 miles possibly on Revenge. I think Revenge is going to be able to survive, live to fight another day. Weapon's got 1,100 knots over the wings. Yeah, Revenge has done the wrong call here. Rather than notch, he's actually elected to extend away from the weapon. Might have actually just caught, I take that back, might have just elected to turn cold right at the right time. There he's going to bleed that weapon out of energy. And it looks like he's traded all his altitude, 660 knots across the ground. So, we're 6 alive, guys. We've had a lot of weapons in the air. Here comes an AIM-54 out from Animal. From 28,000 feet, some good PK on this weapon. Doesn't look like he's managed to guide it though, unfortunately. Looks like he's either lost lock straight away, or something. There's been some kind of malfunction there, bro, because that was a good PK in terms of the range that he's deploying that weapon from. Not going to guide onto anybody though. Lucky coming out with an AIM-54. Looks like that's on Agent Orange. Not managing to guide that weapon, unfortunately, and that's going to be another very expensive stick in the ground, or stick in the sea in this case. Some fish is going to take that shot right in the chin. Lucky coming out with another shot. Looks like he's targeting on Sniper at 10 miles. This is proper danger close here, guys, for the F-14. Sniper better start doing something soon. This weapon's going to come off like a bat out of hell. So guiding and tracking. Quite a few AMRAMs heading back up towards Lucky. I'm pretty sure Lucky's going to be safe. Sniper's in big trouble, guys. Sniper's in big trouble. He's at 14,000 feet. You really want to be lower than that? He's putting the weapon on his 6 o'clock. That is a wrong move, sir. Boom! Whoa, what the fuck? Did it get on McKinney? A little bit of desync there. That's okay. Thanks, Wags. Right, so we have our first casualty there. The F-14 getting the first kill on the board, though. PTF Lucky in the F-14 scores a kill on Sniper from some good range. Got a little bit of good PK coming up here for Contrast. Contrast might take this shot in the face. Hashtag. I don't see anyone. Looks like he's already lost a lot. Contrast going to live to fight another day. Plague Doctor and Contrast looking to extend out towards Gatling and Titan, who tries to cover Gatling as he extends away. Animal pulling a little route maneuver here. Falcon's employing the AMRAM from the F-16 on the Tomcat. Tomcat might be in a bit of trouble here. Coming out with flares. Not sure how much use they'll be. Absolutely no fucking use whatsoever, sir. I am not sure what he was thinking popping out some flares there. So we're trading one apiece, so it's all happening, guys. Like I said, we were on date 1. Hands were strictly above the clothes. Now we're getting panty access, guys, alright? We are under the clothes now, ladies and gentlemen. People are dropping. So we have Agent Orange trying to run off Falcon, who just took down the Tomcat from TFT. So that's a confirmed AMRAAM kill from Falcon and the Viper on Animal in the F-14. Revenge with a 7-mile shot on Predator. Predator's probably done enough to get the weapon in his 6 o'clock early enough, although this weapon is going to have quite a bit of energy by the time it reaches him. If he's not clever here, this weapon, if he doesn't do a good job here, he possibly could die. This AMRAAM tracking in on Contrast. Contrast electing to go with the notch, maybe perhaps a little bit too late. Holy shit, bro! So great flying by Contrast there. Lives to fight another day. He's a great shooting position here. Contrast on Gatling. I'm trying to... Well, there's a lot going on, guys. I'm really sorry. There's a lot happening right now. A lot of AMRAAMs heading out towards Predator. I don't think that's going to match. Low PK here. We have an AIM 54 coming in from Lucky on Agent Orange. Might take it right in the chops. Oh, Agent Orange does enough to drive the weapon at the ground. Here comes Contrast. I think this is really to keep an eye on here. Gatling in big trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Gatling is all on his own with nowhere to go. He only has the edge of their own. Cold and loneliness is what he's looking at. Contrast is coming out of the fight, dude. That is a huge mistake. There's two of them there, bro. These guys should really be coordinating and running this Viper down. That is a huge tactical error in my opinion, guys. I mean, I'm not in the seat making a decision, so I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that's a massive chance missed, guys. A massive chance indeed. Contrast in the F-16, taking down Titan in the F-16. Sorry that we missed that. Contrast had actually managed to get someone. We are 4... Are we? Yeah, we're 4 on 4, ladies and gentlemen, so pretty equal on the matches here. This is some good nose-to-nose posture here. I'm surprised no one's fired yet. Maybe these guys are super low on weapons. I'd certainly be expecting to see some sticks coming off an aircraft at this sort of range. We're well inside of 8 miles. Here comes Range with a shot. Immediately elects to skate left and try because he wants to defend his aircraft. Him and Falcon trading shots. His shot's already been set in the ground by Falcon. Sorry, Falcon's AMRAAM's already been trashed. This Falcon on our left-hand side. And that weapon's not going to have enough to see it through, so he looks to fight another day. Contrast bringing a weapon out on Predator. Predator returns fire. This looks like it's inside of 10 miles. 5 miles, dude. This is some serious PK. Predator might take this right in the chops. Oh, looks like Predator did buy, unfortunately. Is he going to manage to trade? Yes! Holy shit, dude. When one dies, another one dies. These guys are just trading left and right, blow for blow. Gatling in a little bit of a compromising position here. Looks like he should be safe from that AMRAAM. This AMRAAM coming on Agent Orange, though, looks dangerous. Agent Orange done a fantastic job in the notch to send that weapon down on the ground. It's not going to be any factor. Although Revenge is coming in, looking to run down Gatling. Gatling's going to find himself again with nowhere to go. It is 3 versus 3, so we went 6 versus 6, 5 versus 5, 4 versus 4, now we're 3 versus 3. Falcon bringing in the AMRAAM, reasonably close range here, guys. Inside 7 miles, looks like it's going to be tracking on Agent Orange. Agent Orange has been doing a good job at notching him. I think he's going to have enough to stay alive. Lucky coming in with F-14. Aim 9 shot, dude, out on Plague Doctor. Oh my god! Aim 9 kill, bro! My man Tomcat, my man Lucky the Tomcat, wheeling and dealing, representing Team Top Gun, doing a fantastic job. He hasn't seen Agent Orange passing from right to left though. He is turning right while Orange goes left. That is not good. That is not good at all. Now we're down to 2 versus 2. 2 very equally. This is like tennis, bro. Just back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. 2 very equally matched teams, guys. This has been a great match so far. Yeah, Lucky getting a little bit unlucky. Didn't catch Orange. He really could have caught Orange sleeping. Now I think Lucky is in a hugely compromised position. Agent Orange is going to know where this guy is. He's going to have better link data than the Tomcat, I think. I think Lucky is out of Phoenixes. He is indeed. He's got 1 aim 9 left, dude. This guy is a fucking superstar so far, bro. This has been so good. We're going to get on board with... Holy shit, Revenge doesn't have any weapons. This could be Lucky all over the place, bro. He comes out with his 2nd aim 9. He's going to get him! Holy shit, son! My man Lucky, the undisputed star of the show. I want to see him get a guns kill. Lucky, let's reverse this round to the left, get a guns kill on Agent Orange. Does Orange have any weapons? Has 1 more AMRAAM left. He's going to trade with Falcon from close range, bro. Both shots coming out from inside the 5 mile mark. High PK for both. I'm not sure which one to go on first. Let's have a quick look. Agent Orange been doing a good job of the notch. He's not good enough, and this time I'm afraid, and Falcon stays alive. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, PTF, take it. Holy shit, guys, that is how it's done.
This is how we do it.
Wow, what a round, guys, what a round. Now, again, a quick reminder, both, or at least one of these aircraft have to make it back to the enemy base, so both guys need to start elevator right now. There is absolutely no time to delay. Both guys need to start climbing. The Tomcat hasn't really identified that the match is already over. Maybe he's got shitloads of fuel and he's not too worried about it. The Viper is dumping those tanks, starting to elevate up and get up to that nice smooth low density air up above 25-30,000 feet so that he can just coast on down back to the enemy base. What a round, guys. Holy shit, son. What a fucking round. Tomcat power, bro. Well played, PTF. Well done, guys. I need a goddamn drink of water. Wow. Wow. What a round. Some questionable tactical decisions there from... Dude, it's so bad, I keep forgetting. Task Force Trident, that's right, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to talk shit about them, guys, alright? What's the one I want? Yeah, this one. I'm not trying to talk shit about these guys, alright? Obviously, they're the guys that are in the... And, I mean, I've got a lot of experience in PvP. I know that when you're watching the stream, it looks really easy. It's really easy to sit on the God's eye view and say, hey, this is what they should be doing, this is where they should be going. It's not so easy when you're actually in the cockpit, guys, and you've got people shooting at you. But yeah, there looked like there was a massive opportunity for TFT to really press. They had two guys here, and then they had one Viper out here on his own, and he was cold. That was a really good opportunity for those two, just to try and run him down. But they maybe made the right call. Maybe they were thinking, hey, we don't want to get too isolated. Maybe the TFT guys that were over here were maybe calling out to those guys saying, yo, you're getting far too separated. We want to try and keep together as a cohesive unit and take them on together. So yeah, I'm certainly not trying to talk any shit, but in my opinion, that was a good opportunity for those guys to get in there and run them down. It looks like these chaps have 82 nautical miles from the closest guy, who is in burn. So I don't think we're going to have any RTB issues from this chap. But the star of the show, ladies and gentlemen, my man PTF Lucky. God damn it, sir. What a way to represent. What a way to represent, sir. Not only the F-14, but your goddamn squadron as well. I think he was one of the guys to get the shots in the air from the start. Had some pretty low PK weapons employment at times. But yeah, 2 AIM-9 kills, dude. Holy shit, dude. 2 AIM-9 kills. These guys got to be really, really happy. This guy will be on cloud 9 right now, heading back to base. This is how heroes are made, ladies and gentlemen. This is how legends are forged in the heat of battle. My man Lucky really representing for his team there and doing a fantastic job. So I don't anticipate the PTF guys having any fuel issues getting home. The Viper, we can see the Viper contrailing in front of us here. He was in burn, and Viper has a pretty decent glide ratio, so even if he does run out of fuel, I think he's going to have enough beans to make it back. But yeah, it looks like certainly not. I wouldn't say it was convincing, because for a while it was blow for blow, bro. It was jab for quite a while there. As soon as we lost one from one side, we lost another from the other side. But yeah, what a fight. Well played, guys. Well played indeed. Looking forward to seeing the TACT view on this one. Maybe do a bit of a TACT view analysis later on and see just how close quite a lot of those shots get. Unfortunately, we did miss a kill. I believe it was Contrast. Contrast got a kill while we were on camera with someone else. So I apologise to you, young man, for missing that shot. But two very evenly matched teams, I think, guys. I think this was a very closely fought battle all the way to the end. I would like to see the Phoenix Task Force guys, in the next round, I would like to see those guys maybe just be a little bit more conservative with the weapons. We've seen that certainly at least one of the guys that Lucky killed with AIM-9 didn't have any weapons on board. It's a huge disadvantage you're putting yourself in if you employ your weapons too early. Bearing in mind that the F-16 only has those 6 weapons on board, so I mean, I don't want to talk shit about anybody, but there was 1 or 2 pilots there that were launching on cold bandits that are like outside of 15 miles, and really in this sort of competition, dude, that might be okay. You might get lucky in like a regular server, just like flying against the public and stuff like that, but really in an environment like this where you're going up against teams of people that train together, fight together, communicate together, dude, firing a 22 nautical mile shot at someone that's like 20,000 feet above you, not even really hot, I wouldn't say that's a great idea, guys. But again, not to disparage too much, not to be too negative, but yeah, I would like to see TFT maybe just slow that roll just a little bit in terms of how many weapons they're employing and from what range they're employing them from. A little bit, maybe a little bit more savvy with the fuel. Maybe not burning all the way up to the danger zone to start. Not putting yourself under that pressure where, hey guys, we're burning through a lot of dinosaur juice here. We really need to start getting these weapons employed. We can't afford to be in a fight for a very long time. Maybe take it a little bit more conservative on the way in, and then don't put yourself under so much pressure to employ all those weapons. My man Falcon, now in the Falcon in the Falcon. I know a lot of the Viper community don't like calling it the Falcon, but that is its name. He is chilling at 34,000 feet doing 645 knots across the ground. He is definitely making it back to base, guys. So it looks like it's going to be a solid victory for PTF. Sochi should be down there somewhere, so he doesn't have far to go. But there is the runway at Sochi down there, I think. Can we get an F5 view? No, we can't. Be nice to see these guys bring it home in formation. We talked about this last week about how I know, like watching on the stream, maybe this bit can be a little bit boring, where you're thinking, dude, why they've already won? They've got enough fuel to make it back to base. Why don't they just like quit and leave the server and agree with our team? We talked about this last week, that this period in the battle is an absolute godsend for the winning team. I'm not sure that the guys that lost are maybe appreciate it too much, but if you're one of the guys that are still alive at the end of the round, this section where you RTB, absolutely a breath of fresh air, chance to like kind of regroup, quickly discuss what tactics worked, quickly discuss any mistakes that people made, bring in maybe some tactical errors, talk about what the game plan's going to be for the next round, and just generally sort of get a bit of a head banging session to say, hey, anybody got any good ideas? What can we do here? What can we do better? What did we not do well? So yeah, this part maybe not so great to watch, but definitely very welcomed for the team that wins on the RTB. Also, the team that lost, they get more time to reevaluate, like maybe what they could do better next time. How did it go wrong? What mistakes did we make? What can we do better next time? So lucky at 28,000 feet, so he's not desperate for fuel. Oh my god, bro, that sound. There it says Viper Confederate up top. I'd like to see him get together for a nice little formation arrival. But it looks like the Viper just wants to scoot on home. He is still doing nearly 600 knots across the ground. And it looks like he just wants to get home and wrap it up. So that's where we're landing, guys. We are heading to Gudada, which is this airfield down here. So it looks like he's, rather than going direct, he's maybe setting himself up for a nice run and break over the runway. Love to see a little bit of running and break snatch, guys, rather than just the straight in arrival. Down below cons. Try and catch up a bit of chat while we're RTB. What's up, showing off? Welcome, guys. My man Arcdax, good to see you, brother. Arcdax said he had fucking tone. Yeah, he had the little sensor on the F14 that looks around and he goes, I got him locked. Come on, that's what it was, bro. He was in there going, lock up, baby, lock up. That's what it was, that's how he won. My man showing off said, Maverick, do you think terrain had any factor in this match? Not really, dude. We didn't really see too many low-level tactics. We did see a lot of guys below 10,000 feet, but the weapons that we got on board with, we didn't see anybody sort of slicing and dicing around below the hills and things like that, which is something that we do see a lot, especially if the terrain allows for it. A lot of guys like trying to break line of sight either on enemy radar or enemy incoming weapons to try and just get an extra edge and stay alive. My man Nick says, what happened to Kula? Firestorm says, CFIT. I'm not sure, bro. We didn't see that. What's up to Gogsy, Naimira, Brandon? Good to see you, dude. ACDC's back in the house. Captain Shaquille. What's up, YouTube? How's it going, brothers? My man Mac Vision's in the house. Good to see you, sir. Rusty C says, my woman will come in her pants for the parrot. Oh, god damn it. That's an easily pleased woman, bro. Alright, dude. We'll get her back and we'll get it. This is for you, Lindsay. This is for you, young lady. Get in the shower, Linz. Get in the shower, girl. Right, let's get on board again and see if we can... Right, so it looks like the Viper's going to be coming straight in. Yeah. Looks like PTF, Phoenix Task Force, just want to get this done. And it looks like he's going to be coming straight in. And Lucky's going to be following him in. Still some good ground speed over Lucky's jet, so neither of these aircraft look like they're struggling for fuel. Gear down. Yeah, looks like we're straight in, guys. We are straight in. See if I can quickly get to the runway. See if I can catch a good view of them coming out and land. Alright, we'll zoom out first. Take away that. Right, where's my man at? Oh, I see him. So, here comes Falcon. Falcon landing the Falcon. All he needs to do is land, guys. As soon as his wheels touch the ground, the red side win. So Lucky and Falcon both look like they're going to make it back to base, no problem. No running and brakes, no messing around. Just straight in. Three, 2, 1. Touching down. Welcome home, sir. Way represent, guys. Right, so Lucky got 3 kills, bro. So yeah, Lucky got 3 kills. Falcon got 2 kills. Not always representative by like who flew good and who didn't. When you're part of a squadron, guys, sometimes you are in the right place at the right time. Other times you are just out of the groove and you don't have a chance to be at the front of the tip of the spear, as it were, and get some kills. But certainly, from what we've seen, dude, I think PTF Lucky, definitely the MVP, I think, for this round. I think he's going to have a few beers bought for him in the O Club by his fellow compatriots. What a way to represent. 2 aim 9 kills, bro. Hot diggity dog. Guy must be jacked.
I'm jacked to the tits!
Must be jacked to his tits. We're looking a little high, bro, I'll be honest. We're a little high. Lucky, you're at 3/4 of a mile. Call the ball. Alright, looks like we're actually going to be able to recover Lucky. So we'll see Lucky land, and then I think the server's going to be restarted. And then we'll get round 2 underway. Here comes the turkey. Oh, here she comes. Such a good looking silhouette, isn't it? Alright, brother, bring it on down. On centre line, on glide slope. Well, that's not true. On centre line. Minimums. Touching down. There's a wobbly goose. Oh, steer, bro, steer. Well played, Lucky. Well played, sir. Alright, guys, so the Phoenix Task Force, the 29th aggressors, very much the team to beat, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to get a bit of a server restart in here and we'll get warmed up for round 2. So it is 1-0 to the Phoenix Task Force. Where's my mouse? And yeah, hopefully we're going to see Task Force Trident come back and salvage a little pride, salvage a little bit of, get a bit of vengeance so we can take this into a 3-round match. We'll be right back, guys. after these messages. Alright guys, welcome back. Right, they've just, a little bit maybe slower than normal, but they have just restarted the server now, so some of the guys started to rejoin again thinking that they were just going to sort of reset the round, but yeah, it looks like they actually want to elect to completely restart the server, so just bear with us for a couple of minutes. Holy shit, there's a lot of Chinese servers now. Where the fuck are all these servers coming from? Yeah, so we're just restarting the actual server now, guys, so it's going to take just a couple of minutes to get that worked out. So I'll try and catch up on some chat while we're doing this. Hello to Gogsy, hello to Naimiri, Brandon, Q, the Top Gun victory music says AC/DC. I think, do you know what, bro? Right on, brother, right on. Why don't I fly the Tomcat these days, Mav? Asks Samage. Dude, I'm all about that Hornet snatch, sir. I do love the Tomcat. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the Tomcat, but if I'm honest, just can't really put the Hornet down, dude. It's just so I don't know. I don't want to talk shit about the Tomcat, especially after that performance that we just seen from my man Lucky, but just a tiny little bit too old for me now. I like having the modern avionics. I like the sort of the high SA fight. And I know you can more or less get that with the Tomcat. The Tomcat does have, like, it's obviously it's length 4, but yeah, dude, I'm just all about the Hornet, all about that Hornet. Can't put it down. Right, guys, I will get in the server as soon as I can. Going to pause the stream for a couple of minutes. We'll get on the Tomcat the Top Gun soundtrack. We'll all pay our respects. If you could stand, please, with your hands on your hearts while we play the Tomcat anthem. Sorry, the Top Gun anthem, and or if you can't stand, get outside and play some Top Gun. Sorry, put Top Gun on or get outside and play some volleyball. However you want to pay your respects, guys. And I'll be back as soon as we get the server up and running. Alright guys, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are getting the players back into the server just now. We have swapped ends, so we're going to be having TFT taking off from Anapa this time, and we're going to have our bros in the PTF taking off from Gudada. Let's have a quick perusal on the muzzle, see if we can spot any lineup changes here. Any names that we don't recognise. So we have Stahl, Sniper, Revenge, Plague Doctor, Contrast, Animal and Agent Orange. Looks like it's the same lineup from TFT. For PTF we have Titan, Predator, Lucky, start of the show. Kula, Gory and Falcon. So it looks like they swapped Gory out for someone. I think Gory didn't fly in the last one. I know we've seen him in, but I don't think he flew. So this time we're going to watch TFT get into the air, guys. I've been sent a little bit of heads up knowledge on the Phoenix Task Force, so we'll learn a little bit about our PTF brothers. The Phoenix Task Force is a multinational DCS platform managed by Pakistanis. Good to see my Pakistani brothers and sisters. PTF has numerous squadrons which offer all types of DCS gameplay, but 2 are dedicated for competitive roles only. Named after Pakistani Air Force Squadron's 18th Squadron, the Sharpshooters, is utilised for basic tactical training, and the 29th Squadron, the Aggressors, which is the brothers and sisters that we're seeing here, focuses on advanced tactical training of the pilots. PTF started competitive flying in SATAL 2020. So there we go guys, a proper multinational effort, and yeah, we've got our Pakistani brothers in here wheeling and dealing, taking on TFT Task Force Trident. Sadly, I don't have a similar sort of summary for you for TFT. All I know is they're a bunch of great guys. What's up, Alex? You fucking buster! Welcome to the stream, big dog. We're taking part. Well, we're not taking part, but I'm commentating on the TACT, the Tactical Air Combat Tournament. This is some 6 versus 6 snatch, my brother. We're looking at TFT heading out and getting ready for departure. Looks like they're going with Sniper in the front, Animal in the middle, Agent Orange and Revenge following up in the Viper with Plague Doctor and Contrast. And we have our Pakistani brethren down in Gudada. The PTF, the Phoenix Task Force, Titan and Falcon are going to be leading the way, with Gory and Predator in the middle, all 4 Vipers. And again, we have 2 F-14s in the back. Lucky to start of the show of the last round, and Kula. All those guys look like they are rearmed, ready to go. I love how they do this little deployment with their brakes up. Vipers look like they are rearmed. Well, we've got still one guy grabbing on some sticks and some fuel tanks, getting ready to go. Right, so I want to check out TFT to see if they do send their Vipers up with only 2 bags, or if they just went with 3 last time and I missed them pickle. So yeah, they do have the 3 bags. So it looks like maybe like when we were watching them the last time, I just missed as they were. They must have burned through the center fuel tank pretty sharpish. So it looks like TFT are going to go with the Tomcat in front, or one of the Tomcats. Oh, it looks like they're not wasting any time here, guys. Getting ready to rock and roll. Not had anybody say go, go, go yet in the chat, so I think he is just manoeuvring in a position here. It is Animal's going to be the guy leading the charge for TFT. They're just getting their posture sorted out here, so we're missing one guy. Where is the one, bro? Are we missing one guy, or am I just dumb? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're definitely missing one guy, bro. Oh, TFT Sniper is just connected to the server, so maybe some connection issues happening on the TFT end. They're just looking at recycling their pilot. TFT coming back in the Hornet, so we're just waiting on Mr. Hornet, who is here. My man Sniper, Snipey Poos. So I wonder if we'll see a different tactic from TFT this time. I wonder if they're still going to go with that high fast package here. Yeah, I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong, what they did the last time in terms of how they ingressed into the cage of death, but I personally just think it's a better idea to keep the aircraft out of the afterburner, make that fuel go a little bit longer, drop that centre fuel tank once you're actually inside the cage of death, maybe after the first shots have been taken. And try and just get a little bit more bang for the buck, trying to get a little bit more mileage out of that dinosaur juice. Reason why, obviously it can turn into a bit of a long fight, but it also just takes the pressure off, John. If you're running really low on fuel and you've still got 4 weapons on board, chances are you're going to maybe start employing some low PK shots, because you know that, hey, I'm probably not going to have enough fuel to make it to the end. I want to make sure that I get all my weapons off the aircraft and try and hurt somebody. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if TFT go for a different tack this time, and maybe look at being a little bit slower on the roll on the old fuel switch. Some good looking jets though. Hey, we actually have a TFT bro on YouTube. Good to see you, sir. TFT Trident says, Maverick, TFT is a multi-winged and squadron group led by your fellow Scotsman Rage Infest, who is not flying today. Multinational team that are Brits, Africans, Hungarians, and Americans. Welcome, brother. Good to see another Scotsman leading some more people into the battlefield. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for the heads up on that, bro. Sorry I didn't have a little bit more information on you guys. So do you want to let us know how long the squadron's been going for, guys? Are you guys quite new to DCS PvP, or have you been out there shooting McTootin for a little while? Hello to Soul Taker, welcome on board, sir, another Scotsman, good to see you. Hello Cronenberg, hello the Shadow, my man Derdo's in the house, good to see you, Derdo, welcome on board, sir. Thanks for the great commentary, Maverick, always entertainment, congrats to PTF on a great match, says Shona, thank you very much, sir. I'm sure those guys will appreciate it. Yeah, looking for good things this time from Task Force Trident. Well, but I really want to see these, because it was a really close match. We went 6 on 6, then we went 5 on 5. It was trading all the way down right until the end. And PTF managed to take it with 2 guys alive. So, Task Force Trident definitely have the skills to pay the bills. Definitely have what it takes. I really think they just need to be a little bit more conservative with their weapon employment this time, and then they'll see good things. One of our boys keeps getting connection timeout, says Revenge. Roger, that's sir. Hopefully he's going to get that sorted. Unfortunately, just because people are scumbags, we do have a rule in TACT where once you enter the cage of death, once you're airborne, if you disconnect from the server for any reason, you cannot come back. And that's just to combat people that, I'm not saying like any names or anything, anybody would do it, but just in case like maybe someone thinks they're about to get killed, they press Alt F4, or they, do you know what I mean, they disconnect from the server to try and stay alive and avoid a missile or something. So we take that out of the equation by saying, yo, if you disconnect for any reason, you are not allowed to reconnect to the server. So, well, tiny little bit harsh, but it really keeps the gameplay fair, keeps the playing field nice and level, and just stops anybody maybe perhaps getting tempted to try some tomfoolery. Alright, some good looking skins here by our Pakistani brethren here. They have some really good looking aircraft here. We've got the 2 Tomcats at the back and the 4 Vipers at the front. Very Thunderbirds-esque on the Viper loadouts here. My man has elected to keep the fuel tanks off. He's obviously just waiting until they get the go-ahead, and then he's going to slap those bags on. So I believe we're just waiting for Sniper to get into position. Phoenix Task Force are ready to go. We are just waiting on Snipey Poos, who looks like he's going to elect for a little runway backtrack. Hey, Slow B1, welcome along, sir. Good to see you, my friend. Slow's just joined us on Twitch, and he says, I just got the sim yesterday, and finding this is making me want to learn quicker. Great stream. I'm glad you're enjoying the show, Slim. Slow, sorry. Welcome to DCS, my friend. Welcome to DCS. This will overtake the rest of your life. Say bye-bye to your friends, your family, your significant other, your children. Yeah, be prepared to give up on all that shit, sir. Welcome to Military Air Combat Online. I hope you have as much fun as I do, my friend. Welcome to the community, sir. Hey, what's up, Lev? How do you feel about the super light loadouts? 2 9s, 2 120s, 1 bag, agility above all. I think that's a horrible idea, Lev. I think if you go for that,
Son, your ego is writing checks your body can't cash.
I think it's too much of a gamble, Lev. I wouldn't go for it. Welcome, Dan. Glad you could make it, sir. Taskforce Trident says, we were in SATAL 2020. I was in the GR team for SATAL 2019. Our most experienced guys are not flying today, but it's very good training and experience for the newer guys on our team. I couldn't agree more, dude. Win, lose, or draw. There's a lot of key wins here for the team to take away. And yeah, it's not. I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound too piecemeal, guys, but it's not all about winning. A lot of this is, we have a lot of new squadrons in DCS that are just getting involved in PvP for the first time. And win, lose or draw, guys, you're going to learn an awful lot of lessons. You're competing against squadrons that have a lot of experience. Some squadrons taking part in TACT that have like over 15 years experience flying PvP and DCS. So we have the next gen and the OG brothers. So I hope you guys are enjoying the competition. I hope it's bringing your squadron a little bit closer together, maybe identifying some areas you need to work on, and I wish you guys all the success in the future. Godspeed. Godspeed. Right, we are more or less ready to go. More or less ready to rock in. PTF on the runway, TFT are ready. Here we go, guys. Here we go. We should be getting in the air momentarily. As they say on Toast, let's fire the nuclear weapons.
Fire the nuclear weapons!
Let's get them going. Here we go. Alright, Hornets rolling. Here comes Sniper Poos. Sniper again electing to go with just 6 AMRAMs rather than 8. Got the free bags on. Godspeed, sir. Have a great flight. There we have the Tomcat. Tomcat rolling with a 6 Phoenixes, 2 AIM-9s, 2 fuel tanks. He's going 602 with 2 bags. Go get him, sir. Have a great flight. Contact departure. And now we have the pocket rockets. Fastest guns in the West. Looks like they're going to be rolling as a staggered 4-ship. Nice to see. Godspeed, gentlemen. Have a great flight. Six taxied out. 6 got airborne, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening. It is happening. We're almost getting to the tingly stage. Right, so Sniper leading the way in the Hornet, Animal following up in the F-14. Then we've got the 4-ship pocket rockets in the back. PTF with Titan in the front with Falcon, 2 Vipers. We have 2 Vipers followed up by Gory and Predator. And then we have Kula and Lucky in the back in the F-14s again. So I'll be interested to see if both sides kind of almost run the same game plan if they want to quarterback the same thing, or if they're going to try and switch it up a little bit. PTF have options here. Obviously they won the last round, so they can either dictate to, hey, let's be super aggressive. If it doesn't work out, then we can go to round 3 and try and win with the game plan that we had in round 1. They also have a few more options in terms of the terrain is a little bit more favourable to the guys taking off on this side. And what I mean by that is that sort of this neck of the woods here, this side of the Cage of Death, had a little bit more, the terrain's a little bit more elevated here. We have quite a few valleys and things like that we can get the aircraft into. Some nice topography to hide the aircraft, some nice dead ground if you've got somebody launching at you from sort of sub 15,000 feet, something like that. A lot of opportunity to just get down low and break line of sight here. So maybe PTF will take advantage, like maybe do a tactical call and say, hey, let's get the fight down low. Let's use some of this terrain. TFT don't necessarily have the same luxury here. This side of the Cage of Death, quite open, guys. There are some hills here and stuff like that you can use. There are a few little valleys and things that can run up, but really you're not going to be able to hide from anybody that's above about 10,000 feet. Someone's going to be able to see you from that sort of altitude. So yeah, a lot more open, a lot more exposed, not in a good way on this side of the Cage of Death than we have on this side. So I'm interested to see if terrain is something that either side are going to capitalise on. TFT were very quick to employ a lot of weapons early on in the last round. I hope that's something that they're not going to do this time, and maybe just take it a little bit easier. Try and save some weapons, try and soak up some of the enemy weapons without getting guys killed, and bring those sticks to bear and towards the end of the round. Pickle tanks. Death to the fish. Yeah, so TFT, again, really committing for some high energy stuff at the start of the fight. I'd love to get the shot where we see all the cans go out, that'd be nice again, if we can get that. So they're heading out again in this high energy 4-ship. Now, they actually got off to a good start last time. I mean, one of the reasons why you would do something like this if you're new and you've got no idea what's going on, they're flying against 2 F-14 Tomcats, and this right here, guys, this is a Tomcat pilot's wet dream, is seeing this many aircraft in formation at this altitude. So every Tomcat pilot in the game is going to take a shot at this. You're not going to have many Tomcat drivers that are going to see that on their link download and say, yo bro, I'm probably not going to shoot at that. So yeah, this is really tempting for F-14 crews to say, dude, there's fucking 5 of them. They're all above 35,000 feet. Let's get a weapon out and see if we can just tickle that snatch a little bit. Maybe even blowing on it. And yeah, see if they can get lucky. Not always guaranteed. With the long range stuff, you really have to get a little bit lucky in terms of being able to maintain lock for the whole time that the weapon is in its duration of flight, which is not always easy, especially if the enemy team have identified that you do have sticks in the air and they start cranking, or worst case scenario, even starting to doing a Doppler notch on the radar. It looks like PTF are elected to maybe take this into the hills a little bit. Remember we talked a little bit about how this area of the Cage of Death has quite a lot of terrain that's conducive to the low level BFM fight. Breaking line of sight, finding a lot of dead ground to get in there and start wheeling and dealing. So it looks like they might be electing to do something like that. Everybody's in the 30s at the moment. 25, 30, 27, and Kula at the back to 39, the Tomcats. So we have Kula. Kula looks like he's probably going to be the shooter. He's at 39,000 feet. He's their highest Tomcat right now. Both sides now in the Cage of Death. So just a quick reminder for anybody that forgot, or anybody that's just joined the stream and is not really 100% what's going on. This is a 6 versus 6 event, guys. 2 different Air Force squadrons, well, 2 different squadrons. This is basically the Cage of Death, essentially. Once you enter this zone, you cannot leave it. If you leave the zone for whatever reason, you're immediately eliminated. So all 6 pilots are going to get inside the zone, start throwing weapons at each other, shooting McTootin on the 414, and yeah, basically the last team alive in the Cage of Death wins. One caveat, you have to make it back to the enemy base. You have to land at the enemy base to win the round. So it's not just a case of shooting everybody inside the Cage of Death. You need to make sure that you have enough fuel on board, enough situational awareness to manage that fuel to make sure that you can make it back to the enemy base. So it looks like all 12 aircraft are inside the Cage of Death, guys. We still have this really close-up package of the Vipers. They're all high still, I think. 35, 34, 33 and 33. All 4 of them with Animal in the back at 38,000 feet. Sniper up top on 24,000 feet. Got a nice little spread coming from PTF. Looks like they maybe try to stretch out the fight a little bit. Kula is the guy with the first weapon in the air. Called it. Go, baby, go. So we do have our first AIM-54 in the air, and we actually do have Animal is returning fire. He's got 2 Phoenixes out for TFT. It looks like he's going to try and get a little bit lucky and get out there and tickle that pickle. Falcon is already heading towards to notch these inbound weapons, so unfortunately I think our man Animal's just got a little bit unlucky as to when he employed the weapon. It looks like this one is guiding on Kula, and this one looks like it's certainly targeted towards Falcon. Let's get on board and see if we can catch up with some action. Right, so both teams just posturing a little bit. TFT, almost a carbon copy of what they'd done last time. They sent the high 4 ship of Vipers to maybe entice some shot from the Tomcats. They do have this weapon inbound. The AIM-54 is currently at 68,000 feet. God damn it, guys. Let a player play, ladies and gentlemen. Let a player play.
It's all good, baby.
Weapons on its way down now, though. Picking up some good energy. Almost 2,000 knots across the ground. But yeah, it doesn't look like these AIM-54s are going to be any factor. So this one might get lucky and catch up Titan if it goes active. I think they're probably already dead though. But this one is shaping up to maybe get in there and tickle a little pickle. It looks like it's guiding towards Plague Doctor. Let's get on board and see if we can see. Those Vipers are down there contrarily McContrailerson. It looks like it may be going for this, bro. It's not making any mid-course changes. So I think this weapon is dead. With the Phoenix, you really have to guide it all the way until it goes active. If you don't guide it to that point, then it's basically just a very expensive stick flying through the air. We have another AIM-54 Alpha Mark 60 outbound from Animal in the F-14. So it looks like TFT looking to throw the dice a little bit. We are already 3 Phoenixes down, fam. Alright, so that's not so baller, bro. That's not so baller. We fired 3 weapons. We haven't had any kills yet. So Animal definitely needs to like slow the roll down now. So he's through the dice. He's shaked it up, thrown the dice, tried to see if he can get some long range snatch. It's not worked out for him. Now he just needs to slow down his roll a little bit and just save his weapons until he gets maybe inside 10 or 15 miles, and then he can get himself into some more high PK scenarios. But TFT doing a good job of keeping this 4 ship element reasonably close together. We've got a tight little 3 ship package just crossing feet wet now, heading southbound. PTF looking a little bit more separated out. Still everybody sort of within reasonable range from each other. Don't think this weapon's going to find anybody. Already decelerating through 1300 knots. My man Titan's probably going to be 27,000 feet doing 622 knots across the ground. Yeah, this weapon's not catching him, dude. This weapon is doing double his ground speed right now, but he is cold from the weapon. Weapon's coming down through 29,000 feet. Our man Titan is at 23,000 feet. By the time that weapon covers the remaining 6 miles, not really going to have some high PK energy in there. We do have another AIM-54 Alpha Mark 60 out from Lucky, the star of the show in the last round. Looks like that is targeting Snipey Poos. I'm afraid that is a bit of a low PK shot. Sniper's already in the notch, and it looks like Lucky has elected to crank to the right. So Lucky's radar is going to have to be working overtime, dude. This is going to be that's some angle there. What are we looking at here? Boop. Boop. Yeah, there's no way that weapon's getting guided. That's well outside the gimbal of the F-14's capability. Plus, he's already going for the Doppler notch, heading slightly cold. So yeah, looks like this weapon did start to maybe smell a little bit of blood in the water, but Titan is definitely going to be okay. 19,000 feet, 610 knots, and looking to be okay. So interestingly, TFT look like they're trying to drag the fight out over the water. PTF are like, dude, fuck you. All right, if you want to fight us, you come into the hills. So PTF happy to wheel and deal over the terrain. Possible shot coming out from Lucky here. He's going to like to hold on to his spears right now. So Lucky and Falcon looking to perform the flanking maneuver 1-6. Secret Squirrel Alpha 1. Kula coming with an AIM-54 out on the 4-ship package. This is dangerous, guys. This is dangerous. Kula electing to crank right. His radar probably still able to reach these guys here, which looks like the weapon's guided on. Weapons coming down through 27,000 feet. Contract maybe getting the warning that, hey bro, shit's getting fucking real, son. Shit's getting real quickly as well. So these guys starting to defend this weapon. Try and get the aircraft out of the way. Let's jump on board and see if we can see anybody. Weapons making some changes. I can hear stuff. Oh, I can see a guy. I can see the guy. Negatory.
Negatory. Negatory.
That is not going to find its mark, and that is another very expensive pole flying through the air. Animal looks like he is returning fire on Gory from some 30 miles away. This actually might be looking like it's vectoring onto Predator, who is already cold. So again, some quite low PK shots coming out from both sides early in the round. But essentially, that's really what the Tomcat's designed for. It's designed to reach out and touch somebody from range. It's not always going to work out, but it's definitely worth taking a gamble, because sometimes you're going to catch people sleeping, especially in an environment where you need a lot of SA. A lot of people get task saturated, and yeah, just start making some bad calls. Alright, well, it looks like we have our first AMRAAM coming out from TFT. It's my man Revenge. Looks like he's shooting at Falcon from about 14 miles away. Falcon already in the notch. This weapon's got extremely low PK. Lucky coming back in with return of fire with the Phoenix. It looks like this is guided on Agent Orange, who has returned fire with an AMRAAM. Agent Orange still in a nose-hot posture at the moment. He needs to start slicing and dicing. It looks like he's trying to guide that weapon on Lucky. Lucky's probably going to snatch the life out of Agent Orange here, unless he gets really lucky. Looks like the weapon has unfortunately lost track. I've noticed this. My man Agent Orange doing a great job at staying out of the way. This may be coming for Plague Doctor straight in the face. No course changes from the weapon. So yeah, Agent Orange, I noticed that in the last round. The guy does a great job at notching these inbound weapons. We have Animal throwing sticks at Hitman. Looks like Kula has fired back at Animal. Animal maybe getting a little bit too greedy here. Maybe he's trying to maintain the track on that. He's sick of his weapons losing lock. But what he hasn't anticipated is that Kula has returned fire with another AIM-54. He's going to take this in the piece. Boom. Takes it right in the face like a blonde porn star. Let's get the sad music on, guys. So we have our first kill. Looks like PTF on the board. So PTF in the driving seat right now. We're one body up. Let's see if PTF can stay in the driving seat and go home with a dominant performance 2-0, or if our TFT brothers can turn this frown upside down and get a fucking point on the board, bro. Let's go, TFT. Let's go, fam. Right, Lucky looking for the flanking manoeuvre, but Agent Orange isn't having any of it, dude. He's at 13 miles, Agent is at 10,000 feet, the Luckster is at 16,000, so Lucky has the energy advantage right now, especially with the AIM-54 as well. He's got that look down, shoot down capability. Agent Orange feeling that he might just be getting a little bit too isolated. Plague Doctor and Predator trading with each other from about 8 miles. Plague Doctor should be heading towards the Dirty S, descending through 4,000 feet. Predator doing the same thing, descending down through 6. This AMRAAM looks like it's going to get a little bit close. Tickle that snatch! No snatch was tickled, guys. So Plague Doctor doing a great job of getting out of the way. Here comes an inbound. Holy shit, is this a fucking team kill coming up, bro? Oh no! No, it's okay. It's all. I don't know who he was shooting at, bro. Maybe he's trying to kill someone's hopes and dreams there. I'm not sure. Or maybe Agent was calling for backup because he knows that Lucky is pressing in on him. Agent Orange doing the right thing here in this sort of situation. If you try and run from the Phoenix at this sort of range, you're definitely going to die. It's a case of notch or die, guys. And Agent Orange has been doing a great job of notching the weapons. Is he going to be able to pull it together? Holy fuck! No, that got him, guys. That got him. So unfortunately, Agent Orange not able to maintain the skills to pay all the bills. And I'm afraid that his luck ran out. See what I did there, guys? See what I did there? I'm here all day, bro. Hit that subscribe button. Alright, Predator and Plague Doctor look like they are getting a little bit closer here. Plague Doctor electing it against the guy in the back, fam, rather than the closest threat. Falcon has returned fire, though. Quite low PK. I mean, I think the range is reasonably reasonable. Actually, not too bad. We're within 10 miles here, so that's not too bad. Plague Doctor turns into this weapon. Is that still guiding? It is making some mid-course corrections here. Plague Doctor may be in a bit of trouble, but I think the Squirrels are going to take this one for him. Those goddamn Squirrels took it right in the face, and rightly so. Gory getting a little bit greedy here. Sees that Plague Doctor was kind of walking into the zone of death, and he's not picked up the Revenge is coming in. Revenge taking a shot and electing to go skate left straight away and initiate some launch and leave tactics. Gory's popping out flares for reasons unknown. That's what this is going to get him. It doesn't get him. Gory gets lucky and just manages to outmaneuver the weapon there. Some great flying, Gory. Well done, sir. Falcon finds himself in a little bit of a red sandwich. The heat's getting turned up. Plague Doctor and Falcon start throwing rocks at each other from about 5 miles. These are two very high PK shots. We'll go on board with this weapon first. Oh, there's a little bit of C-Fit up there in the north. Boom. It looks like they do trade, guys. They do trade. Unfortunately, my man C-Fitted, bro. He went F16 AF. Looks like he... yeah, was either looking out visually for the weapon possibly, or just pulled the trademark F-16 weapon where you just over-G the aircraft and your pilot suffers from gravity, loss of consciousness. So unfortunately, that was Falcon Falcon flew into the ground, I'm afraid. Let's get that sad song on, guys. Fuck that sad song. We have an AIM-54 inbound for Contrast, who's still hot. It doesn't look like it's guiding on him. Possibly guiding for Revenge in the back. Contrast and Predator, bro. Oh, Contrast takes him down. It's a great kill. Sorry, I didn't have time to click on it and have a look there. Contrast might pay for that. Let's have a quick look at this AIM-54, see if it's making any changes. It's not. I don't think it's going to find that guy. It's going to go right over the back of him. And Contrast is trying to kill someone's hopes and dreams, bro. There is no one out there. Might be trying to hit a nursery or a mime school somewhere down in this village with that AMRAM. Not sure what that was about, bro. That was either a mad dog or a poorly timed cheap shot. These guys are going head to head, Gory and Contrast. Gory's getting a little bit isolated. Looks like he has fired. Is this weapon guiding? It's kind of, yeah. Oh, what the fuck? That was desync AF, dude. So Gory getting on the board. Gory gets Contrast. So PTF, trading blow for blow. PTF have 3. PTF have 4. It's 4 on 2, guys. Shit's getting real bad for my TFT brothers. Revenge finding himself in a bit of a compromised position. Has not returned fire. He's in big trouble here, guys. He's in big, big trouble. Needs to start notch. Notch or die, bro. Notch or die. There he is down there. Notch it, notch it, notch it, notch it, notch it! Boom, you're out of there, kid. Sorry, son. That was some of the greatest flying I've seen right up until the point he got killed. Looks like my man Lucky is looking to put the pain down. He managed to keep some weapons to the end. Sniper turns in, bro. Holy shit, dude. Shit's about to get really real. Sniper turns in to try and get a weapon off on Lucky, but at this sort of range with that fucking AIM-54 coming in, dude, this is bad news. He does get an AMRAM off, though. Flares out for no reason. Alright, that weapon did not guide, so this might actually be good. My man Lucky might take this in the face. This would be a sad end to the F-14 hero that we've seen in the last round. Looks like this AMRAM has the skills to pay the bill. Certainly got enough beans over the aircraft. Ah, unfortunately. What the fuck? Oh, dude, I think Sniper G-locked. Yeah, he must have G-locked as well. Yeah, so Sniper did get lucky with the AMRAM, so props to Sniper for being able to hang in there and get a weapon off on the Tomcat that was engaging him, but unfortunately it looks like Sniper actually G-locked. He pulled the F-16 manoeuvre in the Hornet and yeah, went straight into the drink, or he just pulled, it was too aggressive a defensive manoeuvre and maybe just ran out of room. And yeah, so 2 aircraft there, guys, flying into the ground. So that old saying, you have to defeat the ground before you defeat the enemy. So yeah, really guys, the ground is the #1 enemy. Other bros and jets, they're the second priority. So the ground's going to kill you before anybody else will. So it's always really important to make sure when you're pulling these defensive maneuvers, when you're trying to in there, you're fighting, you're trying to stay alive. You really need to be proper due diligent on what your altitude is. How much room do I have manoeuvre? How fast am I going? What's my turn and circle? Do I have enough room to pull a split S here, which is what a lot of guys will go for when they're hitting up that defensive snatch. But yeah, another strong showing by PTF, guys. Unfortunately, the Trident Bros not able to get a point on the board, so it's going to be 2-0 to our Pakistani brethren, guys. Congratulations.
Good work, squad.
Well done, guys. So Titan, Gory and Kula looks like they're going to make it back to base. Shame that we didn't see our man Lucky, who had such a great round last time. Shame he didn't make it back to base. But unfortunately, my man Sniper doing a good job with his weapons employment with the AMRAM, and Lucky not doing a good enough job to notch that weapon and defeat it as it was inbound. So Titan is happy to chill around about 17,000 feet. Doesn't look like he's in too much hurry to elevate up to the 30s. This was quite a quick round, so I anticipate that these aircraft are probably going to have a lot of fuel on board. Right, so the guys that are still alive, Gory got 2 kills, way to represent, and Kula and the F-14 got 1 as well. Titan didn't get any, but that doesn't mean that he was an effective team, that he wasn't an effective team player. Like I said before in the last round, sometimes when you fly as part of a group, when you fly as part of like a strategic package, sometimes, dude, you're just a guy that doesn't get the kills, but that doesn't mean that you didn't contribute. It doesn't mean that you are not a valued member of the team. It just means that, hey bro, you were at the wrong side of the groove. You were at the wrong side of the groove, and yeah, unfortunately, our man Titan not able to find his mark, but definitely made it to the end. How much weapons does he have on board? Looks like he has 1 weapon on board, so combat effective. Still ready. Tomcat 2 AM9s. Gory's still with the bags on. Gory's got 1 AMRAM left and 2 bags, so shout out to you, brother. I think this things escalated in this round a little bit quicker than they did in the first round. PTF really taking the driving seat, getting that kill early. They make it back to base with 3 guys alive, it's going to look like. They have to come back to a Napa, which for the lead man is 67 miles. He is still at just a smidge under 18,000 feet. He's doing 620 knots across the ground. So it looks like he's not going to have any problems with fuel making it back, and there's 3 aircraft. So pretty safe to say it, guys. Our Pakistani brethren, they're going to make it home and wrap this up 2-0. Great flying. Great. Really impressive flying by both these teams, actually. Was really impressed by some of the guys that stood out for me. Obviously, Lucky. Lucky really stood out in round 1. Got some good kills in round 2 here as well. My man Agent Orange I think he done a fantastic job in the first round. He more or less notched every weapon that was fired right up until the very end stages of the round where he took it in the face. But yeah, just got a little bit unlucky there, maybe a little bit lazy with the notch, maybe I don't know, I was going to say overconfidence, maybe not, just had a lot to think about, had a lot of decisions to make, and yeah, unfortunately just couldn't stay alive, couldn't notch that final weapon. M54 Phoenix, traditionally reasonably easy weapon to notch, to be honest. The notch gate on the Phoenix is reasonably reasonable. It's not the hardest weapon to notch, so maybe just caught him sleeping just a little bit, and Lucky got in there and snatched the life out of him. But yeah, he'll live to fight another day. A lot of good lessons, I think, a lot of good things to take away here for Trident. We had our man on YouTube who was a member of the Trident Squadron just letting us know that, hey, these are not our most senior guys. These a lot of these guys are our junior guys, but hey, it's good experience for them. They're getting in there, they're cutting their teeth in combat, and yeah, getting a little tasty the adrenaline rush that is DCS PvP air combat, because there's nothing else like it, guys. It's DCS is a fantastic game. It really gets the adrenaline going, the heart pumping, even when like you're just in a public server, you're out there wheeling and dealing in the public servers, and yeah, your heart will be going 100 miles an hour, but I can guarantee you nothing gets the adrenaline flowing like when you're flying in one of these competitions where you're like 6 versus 6, and because you don't want to be the guy that makes that mistake, you don't want to let yourself down, you don't want to let your team down. And yeah, it'd be nice to, I know certainly from experience, I put a lot of pressure on myself to perform as best I can when I'm flying in these events, and I'm sure everybody else does as well. Nobody wants to be that guy, but unfortunately that guy does exist. You're going to get people that team kill, you're going to get people that fly into the ground. No team's immune, all teams do it. It happens in real life. You get guys that fly these jets in real life, highly fucking trained professionals that spend their careers doing it, do you know what I mean, trained, and yeah, do it for a living and get paid for it, still make mistakes. That's why we have systems on some of the real aircraft like the auto GCAS and things like that to save guys that get any trouble. And F-16 is obviously a very high performance aircraft, so just like in real life, it's easy to black out in the F-16, easy enough to do it in DCS as well. And you do see a lot of F-16 drivers doing that when maybe there's a little bit of panic on the belly, that's the yank back on that stick, and yeah, it's just a little bit too much than the body can handle, and then they check out and then they hit the ground. So yeah, no one's immune. Team kills happen quite a lot as well, just because the adrenaline's flowing, stuff's happening, people are making decisions, not always the best decisions. You get maybe some conflicts with data link, people are not cross-checking, people are not maybe doing what they should be doing, where if a target is unknown on data link, they're just assuming straight away that is not a friendly, because all friendlies should be showing up as friendly. But unfortunately, it's the system's not perfect, and sometimes you're in a position where you have fantastic PK on the bandit that you're looking at, on the bogey that you're looking at, should I say, and yeah, sometimes you just need to hold fire because that guy's a bogey, he's not been identified yet. It really could go either way, and we have seen quite a few team kills coming up on TACT, and we've seen quite a few guys flying into the squirrels and the fish, so slightly disappointed in PTF that they're not forming up again. It looks like they're just going straight up for the YOLO. I think if you're going to win 2-0, come on son, you need to fucking form up in formation and come back and show us a nice runway break, getting everybody in looking sexy and looking nice and tidy and clean. Right, so we're on board with Titan as he heads back into base. Alright, so it looks like Titan's going to be the first man down. Gory's going to follow him in. And Cooler looks like he is just cruising at the back. 33,000. He's only doing 525 knots across the ground, so maybe a little bit low on fuel. Probably doing Mach 0.82 or something like that sort of ground speed. But just a reminder, all we need is for one of these guys to make it to an APA. We don't need all three of them to get down. All we need is one guy to make it on the runway, and then that seals the deal for the Phoenix Task Force. So good showing from those guys. Managed to kill all 6 pilots in round 1 and made it back to base with 2. And round 2 they killed all 6 enemy pilots and they make it back with 3 guys alive. So some good statistical progress there. These guys have had a good showing today. I think that the round 2 was a bit more aggressive from them. They really capitalised when they went up on numbers. There were some good controlled aggression out of the Phoenix Task Force. So they've got a lot of wins that they can take away from this. And yeah, I'm not sure of the fruit. I'm not sure how these guys are doing in their group or something. Like I said, unfortunately I didn't catch the previous matches that both these teams flew in. But I wish them both the best of luck. And hopefully we're going to see lots more of them in the future. So Gory might be a little bit lower on fuel. He's very close to base, but still up above 20,000 feet, and he's just cruising along at 560. And here comes Cooler cruising in at 33,000 feet. He's in descent now. So Titan's going to be below 10 now, yet 2,000. Looks like he's nice and slow already. Gear's already down. Ready to come on down. So the runway that he's aiming for should be on his left hand side. There, it's there. What we'll do is we'll skip on down to Anapa and see if we can get a nice little runway position to see this guy come in and congratulate Phoenix Task Force on a job well done. Right, let's take a little tower view snatch. So there is the Tomcat, contrail on his way in. So it looks like he's going to be arriving with hopefully enough fuel. He's certainly got enough energy to make it back down to base. There is our Viper bro right there. If I can get him in camera, there we go. So he doesn't have far to go, so definitely looks like PTF going to have this all wrapped up in. Unless something horrific goes wrong and all 3 of them crash trying to land. I think they're going to be okay, guys. So today is Saturday, so I am streaming again tomorrow, guys. I'm covering another round. I'm not 100% who it is that I'm actually covering, but if you join us again this time tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we have another stream happening, another 6 versus 6 TACT round. I'm reliably told that the F-16 doesn't turn too well with the gear down, but it looks like this guy's left himself enough room. So if you have enjoyed the show and you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button, it really helps the channel to grow. And yeah, if you want to catch some more action, make sure you check in on the channel tomorrow, guys. Same time tomorrow. In fact, I think it's an hour earlier tomorrow, actually. I'm pretty sure it's 1700 Zulu tomorrow. Yeah, it's 1700 Zulu tomorrow, guys. Alright, Titan makes it down. It's a little bit bumpy. We'll count one of those landings, but that's okay. Well done, sir. Well flown to PTF, guys. Congratulations. So PTF seal the deal and make it home with 3 alive. Looks like we have Gory on long final now, and Kula is also on his way down. That aircraft that you can see up there contrailing is the blue AWACS, or the red AWACS, sorry. These guys not quite as cold as ice as our Finnish brothers from last week who elected to straight up murder those poor people in the AWACS for reasons unknown. Those guys are cold as ice. Right, where's my man at? Holy shit, dude, that is a high arrival. Bro, you're gonna get that stopped. This is a go around. This is what a go around looks like, guys. Yep, we'll see you next time, son. Oh, DCS doing wonderful things with the sound engine now. I mean, full disclosure, guys, I've got a love-hate relationship with Eagle Dynamics, which means I love hating them, but credit where credit's due, guys. Eagle Dynamics have done an absolutely amazing job with the sound engine, and shout out to Heatblood as well. Heatblood have just done so many consistent improvements on this Tomcat. It just gets better and better. But the sound is something that really adds so much immersion to the game. And ED definitely doing a great job with the Viper and the Hornet sounds. Alright, here comes the Hornet, the Tomcat coming on down. Cooler, you're at 3/4 of a mile. Call the ball. Or Roger ball. Touching down. Alright guys, that is going to do it. That is going to do it. PTF win 2-0, bro. Dominant display. Really dominant display. Well flown by both teams though, guys. Well flown by both teams. Hopefully I will see you with the Sable Gamer. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, so thanks for everybody that joined us, guys. Thank you so much for all the new followers on Twitch. Thanks to all the new subscribers on YouTube. Thanks to all the OG bros. Thanks to the guys that keep coming back and checking it out, supporting the stream after stream. You guys make this. You guys are the reason why I do it, bro. Alright, not just the arrogance and the narcissism and the self-promotion. I enjoy seeing your familiar names every week, and the support that I get from you really does mean a lot. I spend an awful lot of your money on prostitutes and drugs, guys. I'm not going to lie. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend wherever you are in the world, guys. Make sure you try and watch Top Gun if you can. Get outside, maybe play some volleyball. And I will see you guys for the next stream. Thanks again so much for watching. I am not Scott Manley. Fly safe.
Good light. Tunnels targeted. Coming left for the shot.
Fox.